Most men don't know how to compliment a woman in a way that actually triggers deep attraction. They either play it too safe, saying things like, "You're beautiful," or "You have nice eyes." Or they try too hard, throwing out exaggerated praise that sounds fake or rehearsed. Here's the real problem. Generic compliments don't make a woman feel special. If she's even slightly attractive, she's heard it all before. She's been complimented more times than you can count. By strangers, co-workers, exes, guys in her DMs, you name it. The usual praise slides off her like water off a duck's back, because a compliment only works if it sparks an emotional reaction. It needs to make her feel something unexpected, something raw, something personal. And that's where forbidden compliments come in. These are the kinds of compliments that bypass the surface-level noise and go straight to her subconscious. They don't just flatter, they captivate, they hook, they haunt her thoughts at night long after the conversation is over. They're not about telling her she looks nice, they're about making her crave your presence. In this video, I'm breaking down 3 powerful forbidden compliments, ones that, when used with the right tone and timing, will create a rush of emotions in her body she simply can't ignore. These aren't your average everyday praises. These are crafted to trigger deep attraction, curiosity, and emotional obsession. Compliment number 1. There's something about you that I can't quite figure out. This line, this isn't just a compliment. It's psychological warfare in the game of attraction. It taps into one of the deepest needs in the female mind, the craving to be seen and understood. But not completely. Most guys toss out compliments like, "They're handing out candy. You're gorgeous. You have a great smile. You're really fun to be around. Are they nice? Sure. Are they memorable? Not at all. But when you tell a woman, there's something about you I can't quite figure out, you're doing something radically different. You're planting mystery at the center of your interaction. You're making her stop. You're making her wonder, what does he see in me that I don't even see in myself? And that's the hook. You're not telling her why she's special. You're making her prove it to herself. You're pulling her into your frame, quietly, powerfully, because attraction isn't just about compliments. If it were, every guy with a sweet tongue would be drowning in women, but they're not. Why? Because women chase what makes them feel something deeper, something they don't fully understand. This compliment works on 3 powerful levels. It makes her feel unique. She doesn't want to be just another pretty face. She wants to feel like you see something rare in her, something no one else has noticed. It creates tension. You're showing interest, but you're not giving away the full game. You're hinting, teasing, keeping her guessing. It activates emotional investment. She starts analyzing herself through your eyes. And the moment she starts doing that, she's already investing in the conversation, in you. And the way you say it, that matters even more than the words themselves. Say it too quickly, she'll think it's a line. Say it too flatly, she won't believe it. But say it with the right pause, the right facial expression, the right undertone of curiosity, and it lands like magic. Imagine this. You're mid-conversation. She shares an opinion that surprises you. You lean back slightly, tilt your head, and say, "You know, there's something about you I can't quite figure out." Or maybe, you're out together and she does something playful or bold. Instead of reacting, you look at her with a half smile and say, "You're not like most people I meet, but I can't put my finger on why." That's it. That's the moment. Watch her posture shift. Her eyes might narrow. She might smile. But internally, you've just opened a loop she can't close. And here's the trick. Don't explain it. Let her wonder. Let her lean into the mystery. The more she tries to figure it out, the more she thinks about you. Most compliments end the conversation. This one begins a psychological journey she takes with you, And when she's alone later, lying in bed, staring at the ceiling, wondering what it is you saw in her that even she didn't understand, that's when attraction transforms into obsession. Compliment number 2. I feel like there's a side of you that most people never get to see. This isn't just a compliment. This is a key that unlocks her mind, her heart, her emotional walls. Most men try to impress women with shallow flattery. You're so beautiful. You're really funny. I love your vibe. These might get a polite smile, maybe even a thank you, but they won't make her feel anything lasting. But this line cuts straight through the noise. It bypasses her defenses. It sneaks in quietly and whispers to the part of her that most people never even notice exists. It makes her pause. It makes her think. It makes her ask herself, what does he see in me that others don't? And in that moment, you're no longer just another guy in the crowd. You become the one man who sees her, not just her face, not just her body, but her depth. Because here's the truth, women spend their whole lives being judged on the surface. Their looks, their makeup, their attitude, their social media. Everything about them is scrutinized, filtered and labeled. But deep down, every woman craves this one thing, to be seen for who she really is. To be understood, not just as a pretty picture, but as a whole, complex, beautiful contradiction. And this compliment delivers exactly that. It tells her, you're more than what people see. You're not just acknowledging her image. You're pointing to something deeper, something rare. You're not like other. Guys, you're not just seeing her polished surface. You're seeing the hidden parts she keeps tucked away. 3. She now wants to prove you right. Once you plant the idea that she has a side no one else sees, she'll want you to be the one who discovers it. This flips the dynamic. Now she's not just sitting back being admired, she's actively engaged, trying to show you her real self, the one she hides from the world. And that's powerful. Now, how do you use this in the real world? It's all about timing and authenticity. Don't just blurt it out. Wait for the right moment. Maybe she opens up about something from her past. Maybe she shows vulnerability. Maybe she laughs in a way that's completely unfiltered and real. That's when you strike. Pause. Make eye contact. Lower your voice slightly and say, I feel like there's a side of you most people never get to see. Or maybe she's being playful, joking around with you in a way that feels unique. You smile, shake your head a little and say, I don't think most people get to see this version of you. Or she does something totally unexpected. Maybe she shows deep insight, tells a powerful story, or surprises you with emotional depth. You look at her, really look at her and say, that's interesting. I bet people don't realize this about you. And then you stop. Let the silence. Hang that pause. It says everything. It tells her you're not performing, you're observing, you're truly seeing her. Why does this work better than a simple compliment? Because a regular compliment just reflects what she already knows. She's heard that she's beautiful. She's heard that she's funny. She's heard that she's got good energy. But this makes her question what you see in her. And the moment a woman starts wondering what you see, she starts chasing the answer. She starts trying to show you more. She starts peeling back the layers. She starts opening up. This compliment plants a seed in her mind, a seed that grows into curiosity, which grows into emotional intimacy, which grows into obsession. Because now you're not just someone she likes talking to, you're someone who gets her, even if just a little. And that tiny window into something deeper is enough to change everything. Compliment number 3, I can't decide if you're trouble or exactly what I need. Now this isn't just a compliment. It's a psychological trap. A beautifully wrapped mental puzzle that rewires the way she sees you and herself. See, both guys give compliments that place the woman on a pedestal. They say things like, "You're so amazing. I love your energy. You're the most beautiful girl I've ever met." And what does that do? It puts her in control. It makes you the one chasing. It tells her you've already decided. You're sold. But this line, this flips the entire script. Now she's the one wondering. She's the one trying to figure out where she stands with you. And the second a woman starts questioning whether she's trouble or exactly what you need, you've got her. Because the truth is, women are drawn to intrigue and emotional tension. It's not just what you say, it's how what you say makes her feel about herself when she's around you. Let's break it down. This forbidden compliment works for 3 key reasons. It makes her feel dangerous, and women love that. They love the idea of being a little unpredictable, a little wild, a little chaotic in the best way. Not every woman will admit it, but deep down, she wants to feel like she can shake up your world. This compliment gives her that permission. It's not saying, "You're sweet." It's saying, "You might be the beautiful disaster I didn't know I needed." 2, it creates push-pull tension. This is the heartbeat of attraction. You're not giving her full approval. You're not saying, "You're the one." You're saying, "I'm tempted, but I'm not sure." And that tension, that ambiguity, drives women wild, because now she has something to prove. She wants to tip the scale. She wants to be the need, not the trouble. 3, it sparks curiosity. The moment you say this, her brain lights up. What does he mean? Why is he unsure? What is it about me that he finds both dangerous and desirable? And once a woman starts asking questions like that about you, you're living rent-free in her mind. That's the power of this line. Now let's talk delivery. The key to making this work is tone and timing. This compliment thrives on playful tension. It works best when you're already flirting, when there's already a spark. Let's say she teases you. Maybe she says something bold or sarcastic. You lean in slightly, smile, and say, "I can't decide if you're trouble or exactly what I need." Maybe she surprises you, flashes an unexpected insight, shows depth you weren't ready for. You pause, give her a slow look and say, "I feel like you're going to be dangerous for me." Or maybe she's doing something that breaks the image you had of her, something bold, wild, real. You tilt your head, eyes narrowing just a bit, and you say, "I don't know whether to run from you or spend the whole night figuring you out." See what that does? It reframes the conversation. Now, you're not chasing her, you're exploring her. You're intrigued but not conquered, and that's where the obsession begins. Because now, she has to figure out what kind of effect she has on you. She has to earn your certainty. She has to win your approval. This isn't a compliment that flatters, it's a compliment that challenges. And in that challenge, in that dance of push and pull, tension and curiosity, you become unforgettable. Because a typical compliment makes a woman feel good. But this one makes her feel mysterious, dangerous, desirable, powerful, and it puts her in a mental state where she's trying to win you over. Let me repeat that. Most guys chase validation, but this line makes her chase yours. That's the shift. That's the secret, and that's the reason why these forbidden compliments are so powerful. Most men make the mistake of using predictable compliments, ones women hear every day, ones that bounce off her like a ping-pong ball on glass. But if you want to truly make a woman obsess over you, you have to compliment her in a way that creates mystery, emotional depth, and psychological engagement. These 3 forbidden compliments do exactly that, because they make her feel seen but not completely understood, stir curiosity she can't shake, open emotional loops she desperately wants to close, and most importantly, they don't just flatter her beauty, they touch the parts of her that are rarely noticed. Her depth, her power, her hidden self. That's why they work, that's why they stick, and that's why when you use them right, You'll never have to chase women again. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.